Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Game Grumps. And I'll turn this a little bit. Hopefully this won't crap out on me again. I tried this thing last time when I was trying to record something and decided, nah, all that footage you got, nah, we're just not going to capture it.
Choked on a popcorn kernel before we started recording.
He's lying. He's just upset because, I don't know.
I need that little energy deal.
How
are my tanks? Wow, nothing. Alright, so this part is not fun. It is the hardest part. Because basically you have these lasers that are insta-kill and you gotta kind of know where to fall. Which I did a little bit of practice before this, but it probably... Okay, that part works.
Alright.
Sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I get it.
So what about how we tried to do this last time?
Well, we tried to record this before, and then one of our buddies hit me up and wanted to play music, and I wasn't going to pass up the chance to learn some bass riffs. So I did that. Okay, so this is where it really, really sucks.
Well, you're going to use some time slowdown.
Because, not yet, because in order to have enough slowdown to get to the bottom, I can't do it here. So hopefully this works. We'll find out. Yeah.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, it's not easy. Your timing's gonna be right, and I'm gonna go ahead and blame the freaking controller again. This is a lot easier with hardware controllers than it is wireless, unless you're playing the Legacy Collection. Then this actually works out pretty well.
So what about by the way, if you're wondering when the last time we tried to do this,
here's where I'll use this, and you got to move quick. You got to go down. You got to grab this guy. That way you have enough to keep you going.
Did you assume it was a guy?
And then just keep moving quick, unlike I'm doing right now. So now these you can dash past.
So
just do a little jumpy jump there. Oh, frick! All right.
Here
the
we
stage
go.
is actually fairly short, but the boss is tough, and this is where you get to see me really struggle.
All right.
Because I didn't go back to fill up my tank. So really, what you're supposed to do here is like dodge all those. I'm not that quick, so I usually just like jump here in the corner and kill my thumb.
It's the
But basically, you just want to electricity hit this guy to do the most damage, which is not a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
And then he'll just kind of go back and forth. What really sucks is when he gets down below, I think a third of health, he'll do 2 columns, and then he'll switch them all out, and then he'll complete the other 2 columns. So you have to do it even longer. And my arms are already sore from having gotten back in the gym recently, so this is gonna hurt.
So basically, if you're wondering where, like, how long ago we originally were recording this, we recorded it before Sora was announced for Smash. This is after Sora was announced for Smash.
Is that like a new, new timestamp, milestone in history?
Just saying it like
how everybody was telling what day it was, like when Skyrim came out, and everybody could tell what day it was based on how long it had been, or before Skyrim was coming out. Like, I remember I was in college when Skyrim was coming out, and it'd be like, hey, what day is it? And they'd be like, well, Skyrim comes out in 3 days, so it's like, or it's like Skyrim came out 3 days ago, and this is the first day I've left my basement, like that kind of deal. Yeah. All right, here's what tiny bit of health I got.
I remember.
This is a battle that's definitely a lot harder with Zero because of how close you got to get to do your attacks. Yeah. At least if you want to do his weakness. But you manage. I actually think that the next battle is easier, like the next boss stage battle.
Oh yeah. So what's So basically, everyone, of course, lost their mind when they saw that Sora was going to be in Smash.
Yep. It does mean that Mushroom Kingdom Hearts is now confirmed. If anyone remembers, like, I think it was GamePro or somebody, or EGM, had a thing probably 10, 11 years ago, and it was like, it was supposed to be supposed footage for a new game called Mushroom Kingdom Hearts, and they even made a Mario that looked like he belonged in the Kingdom Hearts universe, and he had a Keyblade and everything. And then, like, people thought it was legit. Like, we all were pretty sold on the idea. And then, of course, it came out as a hoax. Well, now that Sora is in a Nintendo game, I'm going to go ahead and start saying again that it wasn't a hoax. It was just a really, really early reveal trailer. Oh, yeah. This part. Not fun.
No, we played the Legacy Collection.
That's not good.
Oopsie daisy.
Yep. That's what I'm feeling right now.
So I remember,
Oh yeah, I forgot he goes back into the ball.
um,
Yeah, I'll probably die this time around, but maybe not. It's highly likely, though. I didn't even come in with full health, to be honest.
but what's funny is, like, what was funny? It's like they end up releasing Mushroom Kingdom Hearts, but it's on, but it's like on the Wii, like they were hinting at before.
Oh, it was supposed to be on the Wii. I guess it was on the Wii.
It would have been the Wii, yeah, if it was.
Yeah, no, it was on GameCube.
But anyway, the other thing I was gonna say was, it's funny. Like, for a lot of people, the announcement overall was really exciting of Sora, and then they had to give us something really disappointing, like get our hopes off even higher, but then dash them as soon as they get more details. So, like, obviously everyone's still happy about. Wow.
Yeah, look how little health I had. That was tough.
So everyone was like excited about Sora being in Smash, still are. And then they announced Kingdom Hearts, the Kingdom Hearts games coming to Switch. All right, cloud versions.
I didn't even. What's the difference in the cloud versions? Like,
you have to be online to play them.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, and it also depends on your internet connection.
Yeah, so I assume you still download a copy of the game. Is that included with your Switch Online?
I'm not sure exactly how that goes, but I think you still have to pay some kind of price to even. You don't even own it, but you still have to pay to play it.
So it's like an arcade game. I just kind of keep shoving quarters into my Switch till it breaks.
I'd say you have access to it. Once you buy it, you have access to play it as long as you're online.
But what if I'm on a plane and refuse to pay for Wi-Fi? I don't know.
You're out of luck.
Do planes? I wonder if planes. I guess you still have to pay for Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure.
I'm still trying to figure out why they're still pushing for having cloud gaming and stuff like that when it's been proven that it hardly ever works, even if you have the best like connection and like speed and all that stuff.
Well, if it's one of those where you have to just like maintain an internet connection of some sort, but the whole game is on your local console, that's not as bad. No, the issue would be something like what they did with the Stadia. Like, you are streaming the game. You got to have a crazy good internet connection for that.
Yeah, I don't remember for sure if that's the case with that, but like basically,
surely not. I don't even know if the Switch has the power to stream anything big.
Well, if you have good internet, you can, but like because they had like games like Control and Resident Evil 7.
Good old Resi.
But yeah, like they basically. People can kind of, it's still disappointing, but people can kind of understand Kingdom Hearts 3 being cloud, but not, the other ones are basically, most of them are PS2 games. Some of them were PSP games, 3DS games, they all got physical releases. Why aren't they on physical cartridges on the Switch? That's what everyone's disappointed about, like,
or at least purchasable on the market.
Yeah.
Without requiring online play.
Yeah. Like that was Now it still didn't. It didn't like make people not happy about Sora being in Smash Bros. That's a separate thing basically. It just happened to be announced in the same presentation as the Sora being in Smash. And it's kind of funny when they're talking about it. They said they were showing clips of they were showing clips of the game and it said PS4 footage used. I wonder how much that hurt them, or I wonder how much that hurt to show their competition's footage. Like usually they'll say have like PC or arcade, or like when it came to talking about the Tekken games, like there's only been like 3 Tekken games on Nintendo systems. The majority of them are on altogether. A majority are on PlayStation platforms. But like when they were showing footage, I think they were showing like the PC or arcade versions or something like that. So they didn't have to, use the competition thing. Then again, like with Microsoft, they don't care to show it because apparently Microsoft and Nintendo are like, we're kind of tight, Hopefully they're still competitors though, because we need competition in that stuff, or otherwise they'd charge whatever they want to for stuff.
All right, the wall enemy. This is still
yeah.
so. This is still
The
tough.
wall enemy?
This is still tough, but not as tough,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Oh, the music.
Yeah, the music is a little over the top.
So, whoa! Look
I
how
think
creepy
the
this thing
blue
is.
one, the blue one just like slams itself into you. All right, so I think let's see. This is one of the spikes.
Yes.
Frick.
And they're insta-kill, aren't they? Well, take away a lot of damage. Or do a lot of damage, I mean.
No, I think the spikes are insta-kill.
Oh. Well, the boss itself isn't all that strong. It's just the stuff around the,
There we go. Like I told you, it's much easier. Okay, so I've decided with how quickly I beat these bosses, I'm going to show the little secret area in... I'm going to show you how to do the secret area with X in the next place, and then I'll die and come back and do it as 0.
No.
The level's really short. Ooh, Z-Saber Plus.
Ooh!
Ooh! And then I'm going to have to spend some time just getting health tanks, which I don't remember the best place. Will you look that up while I'm getting here? That's something I missed from Mega Man X1. There's a room where you can just like kill these infinitely spawning worms that would just give you HP and whatnot. There we go. Z-Saber Plus.
Best health farming.
Yes, that's what I need.
Alright.
So I'm going to go here. So you can do this. I think you have to go in as regular X. You might be able to do it as 4th armor X. I'm not sure. You can actually do this with both characters. Now, I've already gotten Zero's armor, so I'm not going to be bothering there. But, oh yeah, I have auto fire turned on from Zero.
Yeah, so, someone says their preferred method is the dark, or yeah, the dark dizzy stage.
Okay.
That's like the first thing I saw on Reddit. Did you read it?
I guess this one's short and really not too hard, as long as you can jump decently. So basically, balls.
This happened to me.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Um,
I just wanna scream.
It was funny on
So this stage is actually easier with Zero because
this is the one you come to with X.
because if you crouch with X, you still can't hit those enemies very easily. Zero slash
If you crouch,
covers everything. All right. Oh golly, I've gotten really used to being here as Zero. Thankfully, getting hit by them knocks you off, but not enough to keep you from grabbing back on.
oh.
And there's just a few tricky jumps that are easier to make with Zero here.
Yeah.
Alright, like I think it's right here. If I remember correctly, you slide on this wall, you walk over here, and look at that, the ultimate armor. and Dr. Light talks about stuff. Except he's dead, so it's an AI. So, again, you would, if you want to do this with both of them, oh yeah, you have to leave and come back. But I'm going to die a couple times, so it lets me out. But basically, you come there, you die, leave the stage, then you can come back as Zero, and you'll get his ultimate armor. Except, of course, I'm already using it because I had that cheat at the beginning.
Ready? Let's see.
I think I actually found that armor as on accident as a kid, because I didn't have internet when I first played through this. So I'm pretty sure I slid down and didn't know, and I was like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. And the ultimate armor is awesome because its ultimate attack doesn't use any energy.
So you get some farming.
Just do ultimate, which, yeah, you can get Jumper and Buster Plus. Not farming yet. That's going to be right before I fight Sigma. So see, you get the ultimate armor, which is pretty legit.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool.
So basically, Sora in Smash Bros. Means that Half-Life 3 is confirmed. Hey, you could just farm here.
It's so rare for something to actually put out a life.
Oh.
If you notice that, none have let out any energy capsules yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Andrew will mostly be playing, if not fully playing, Spyro 3 when we get to that.
Why me?
Because I will get way too frustrated.
We're playing the Reignited trilogy, right?
We're not. No, we're playing the original.
Ah, balls.
Well, green label copy original, greatest hits copy.
Can we run it through a PS2 so it actually runs better?
I mean, we could, or you could just go suck on a nail, and I don't know.
Yeah, and obviously this won't be here. I'm just going to show again. It'd be right here for Zero, which is weird that Dr. Light made something that Zero could use, but, you know, it's pretty cool.
He's like, hey, you were made by the enemy and stuff, but,
pretty hip hop.
Oh. So imagine a crossover game that stars, like, instead of the heroes, you have the former villains and or anti-heroes.
So here's where it's interesting.
Of different video game franchises.
Based on who you use, you fight the other.
Oh, I know.
Lifesaver, what are you doing here? Yeah, so basically, if you use Zero, X thinks that Zero's infected. And I can't remember what happens if you're using X and you fight Zero. Now, if you did the branching path little deal, where you let Zero get affected by the crash, which, by the way, he's using powers from X4. But if you let Zero get affected by the crash and he goes evil, Zero actually has extra longer horns on him, and the dialogue is different.
Huh.
And it changes the cutscene that's coming up.
X is just
but yeah, it's cool about that fight. Whoever you fight, the other one uses all the powers from X4. So in this cutscene, which of course we know who's coming up here, who else would it be but Sigma? They're looking really weird.
Well, they always like to refer to him as question mark first.
And if you have, as you see Zero's talking, he's about to shoot. If you're doing the ending where Zero got affected by the virus and he's evil, he'll just jump out in front and get a hole blown through him, basically. He gets pretty badly hurt, and you actually can't use him for the rest of the game. Which, if you lose him to the virus, you can't use him anyway. You just use X for the rest of the game.
That's cool. Yeah, you got some. It encourages replayability.
It is kind of neat how they gave it a little branching path situation. Okay, so now's where I need to do the farming.
Farm. The energy.
Look at that Sigma face, that ugly mug. Who's they say? I guess Dark Dizzy?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Daniel, this is the part we don't need to actually like, keep in, so don't worry about talking for it right now until I get done farming.
Well, we could fast forward it. Well, I wonder what you call the people who will do it just because it's no longer like not the kind of people who hate it just because it's popular, but like or do it before it was cool, but the ones who do it after it's cool, whatever you call them.
Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now we're back. I did all the HP farming I needed to do.
No.
If you get a Dark Dizzy stage, you kill all the freaking bats that show up. That gets the job done. This music's pretty sweet.
What about how happy this series is? Just so happy.
I mean, it's not as jovial as Mega Man, the original series, but boy, it's nothing like Mega Man Zero. Mega Man Zero is really, really good, but boy, is that series depressing.
Why have hope? Hope is just useless. You're right. I don't know.
I mean, CL's about the only one with any hope in that series, or I guess her and Alouette.
Yeah. I mean, CL is hot, what?
She's like 16 in those games.
No. You said 18.
I like this. It was this meme, and it was like, it's one of those. It's like the text one where it's like anxiety says you're not good enough, and self-doubt says whatever, and then it's all. The third one is always a different text, and the third one was Gibby from iCarly, and it says, "Dude, you gotta help me. I swear, I thought she was 18." Gibby from iCarly memes are pretty good. 'Cause I don't even like iCarly very much. I tried that show. And there's some funny stuff. But boy, you talk about some hateable characters. Characters you absolutely just despise.
Same.
Like to the point. Well, I don't despise Sam. She's just annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, like Freddy's mom and stuff. Like they're so hateable characters. This show's not good. Like, I get the joke that you want to hate them some, but Drake and Josh, I think, made better hateable characters, because while you hated them... Oh, wait, what was his weakness again? Is it the wind power? Yeah. Oh! I like their levels, based on what mode you do. Sometimes they're 96, sometimes they're 99, sometimes they're still level 1. I don't even know what it really means anymore. There we go.
Oh, music. Let's see, so, the debate on whether or not games that are 2D should be fully priced like 3D games.
It's a matter of effort and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to take a game that was 2D, but, well, actually wasn't even 2D, really, it was like, it was only semi-2D, it was like Cuphead.
Yeah.
That game took so much effort. I totally understand the prices.
Yeah.
Because like they had to hand draw all the frames for all the characters.
Well, actually, that's only like what, 20, 30 bucks.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cheap now. I think because the way Microsoft bought into it, because they're like, holy crap, this game is really unique.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, what I'm saying is, even coming out, it was like what, 20, 30 bucks.
Yeah, I think partially because it was
kind of short.
Well, not just it ain't short because it takes you so long to beat
Well,
it.
what I mean is like all together.
No, it's partially because it was crowdfunded.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, but I don't know. I really like how they did that. Like all the character frames were hand drawn, all the backgrounds and enemies were hand drawn. Like I wish I had invested in that. And had known about it, I would have loved to invest it because I know you could have got like some of the original drawings and whatnot.
Yeah. It was interesting that it wasn't quite as much effort as like Cuphead or in the same way as Cuphead, but Wario Land Shake It on Wii actually had some.
Oh, I forgot his weakness.
Oh
wait. Which one is it? Is it this one? Okay, it is.
But like.
Doesn't do a lot of damage though. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. But like basically, yeah, Wario Land Shake It is what do you call it? Actually had some hand-drawn animation, like for Wario and stuff, and actually had some.
Is that the newest one?
No, it came out on Wii.
Shake It.
Yeah, it came out on in like either the late 2000s or like 2010. I can't remember for sure.
I didn't even know there was another WarioWare.
Land.
Oh, Wario Land. They said
Yeah.
WarioWare. I was just like, huh? When did that one come out?
Yeah, Wario Land. It was. I think that's actually the latest Wario Land they have.
I thought I was like missing a WarioWare that isn't the one with the DS. I still need to get.
Well, which is the ones you know about, basically?
WarioWare?
Yeah.
Well, you had the one on the Game Boy Advance that wasn't as good. Then you had
original
the
one.
Twisted, which was really, really good. You had WarioWare Touched, WarioWare Smooth Moves, which is my favorite. Then you had that one on the Wii U and the DS or 3DS, and then you got the newest one.
So the ones you were missing. So here's all the series together. You got the first one, GBA. Then they made a multiplayer version and kind of tweaked it up a bit on GameCube. It was like WarioWare Inc. Mega Party Games, and then like.
Okay, did all these come to America?
Yes. Then you have WarioWare. I can't remember which one came out first, Twisted or Touched, but one of those came out first. They actually came out the same year, but I can't remember. You know. Anyway, you had Touched on the DS and Twisted on the GBA. You have then you got Smooth Moves on Wii, and then you got WarioWare DIY on the DS. Which is where you create your own. Then you had DIY Showcase, which is just a WiiWare title, so no one can really play it unless they already have it. Or get it, unless they already have it from there. Which basically, it had its own games and stuff, but it was mostly just a way for you to connect your DS version to play your DS versions, like games that you created on the Wii version. And then you have... after that was WarioWare Snapped. I think actually came out before that, but it was that DSiWare game that wasn't very good.
I never had a DSi.
It was kind of there for the kicks and giggles rather than the actually trying to play a confident game. Because at the end of your run, they just show you like how you were acting and all that, in the pictures, how you looked. And that's supposed to be, kicks and giggles.
It's supposed to be, oh, so funny.
And if you don't think that it was funny, then you're not going to enjoy the game. Anyway, but after that was the DIY games, and then you have the one that no one really asked for, which was Game and Wario. So at least they gave it a different name, so that it would actually sound like a spin-off instead of the actual thing.
Game and Wario.
Game and Wario was the Wii U game, WarioWare, but instead of having micro games, they just had a bunch of mini games, which I'm sure some of them are fine, but it just wasn't very good. And then you have after that was WarioWare Gold on 3DS, which was a collection.
Why am I letting him beat me again?
Oh, maybe because I'm talking on him. WarioWare Gold was a collection of 300 micro games, which I think some of them were original, but then a lot of them were collections of all different types of WarioWare games.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the 3DS's all its features, it was able to pull it off pretty well. It even had Amiibo support in a joking way, but it still had a little bit of Amiibo support. But anyway, yeah, so. It's been quite a few WarioWare games, and then obviously the latest one is Get It Together on the Switch.
I still need to play that. Get that at some point soon.
I'm kind of mixed on it.
Yeah, the problem with WarioWare is it's actually better when you don't have a traditional control scheme, and that's what it is. Is that it has a
that's not necessarily the problem. It's the way they made some of the characters. There's some characters that are fine the way you control them on there, and then there are some that are just so questionable. It's like, why would I ever select this, that kind of thing? Why would I ever choose this character because it's awful, to control. And I think the reason they did it, like some things, some micro games feel like they need two players to do, because that's what they were kind of focusing on, was having two players could play the micro games.
That sounds weird.
So, and the way they're set up is the way the characters are. The micro games last a tad bit longer than your typical WarioWare game would have. You know, like maybe like 2 or 3 seconds longer than they normally last.
See, I miss like WarioWare Twisted with like Mutroid.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you use the cat rolling around, it has like a Samus Buster, and you're shooting bugs.
Yeah, you know, actually, Mutroid is in WarioWare Gold, and they have like a sequel to it on there too. One thing I do miss, which I can kind of understand why they don't just have these anymore, but like, one thing I do kind of miss are the random little trinkets they have, like little...
Or like they had in the DS one?
The DS one, the Twisted... Like how they had like just these little random things you could just mess around with. Like I kind of miss that. They kind of got rid of them in Smooth Moves. Like you didn't really have anything there, but like, actually I think DS and Twisted were the only ones that had those little things. But they were entertaining little time wasters. Like even like when you're just trying to take a break from like the micro games and stuff, and like all that stuff. It's just like, well. We'll just give them these little things. Like you can just play this little thing of fondue or whatever it was. Not fondue, whatever it is.
Flan?
Flan. You can just mess around with it. There's no real reason for it. I mean, this is probably okay. I bet you it's because part of it is because there's all kinds of stuff like that on phones now. And
it's true. When that came out, there were no iPhones or anything, and definitely no Androids.
Yeah. So having all that, and I do kind of miss it, but I understand why they don't have them anymore. I'm surprised they haven't tried to make a WarioWare on the phone yet, but then again, they'll probably charge like a lot for microtransactions and stuff. Gosh, Mario Kart Tour was awful. That stuff when it first came out. I don't know how it is now, but like. Was awful.
Which one is that? What was that?
That was the phone one, and of course that's where they put a lot. I hate like you have to get all your favorite characters in that type of game on the phones now, and you have to like pay extra for them. So like it's like, okay, here's the one that not everyone's gonna want to play and stuff. So let's put all their favorite characters here instead of a console game, Yeah, those. The bigger companies have gotten worse about like their, about how they want to charge for stuff. As they have as they support their games that have like, this is awful. This the money, these money hungry greedy people, blah blah blah, and then like, It's it's in a way it's funny to see the irony and all that. But yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you have these games that are like talk so against like capitalism and all that stuff and big corporations, and then look who they're working for, look who's making them,
Yeah. Problem is people think they're against capitalism. They're usually against corporatism, which I'm against too.
Well, yeah, corporatism.
Free market capitalism is a beautiful thing.
Corporatism, yeah, that's the thing. It's like whenever they're like, Nature's just a big evil corporate scam with us.
Yeah, the entire like the woods, total scam. Nature made by the. Oh my! What? I don't think I've ever had him just throw me off screen like that.
Oopsie daisy.
kind of hot garbage is that?
DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo! I don't know. He has kind of like a horse look in his face.
It kind of does. It kind of reminds me of like the Pegasus boss from Mega Man 04.
Pegasus.
It really sucks if you freeze time and he was accidentally out of your reach and you can't hit him.
Oh yeah.
Or he's like really cumbersome to hit.
Yeah. Well, like he's doing that, but then it looks like he's going like his mouth is out like that.
Oh. Sorry, he's going.
No. It's like.
Yeah, I don't even like horses all that much, but it is always funny if you go anywhere with horses. You'll just be chilling and you just quietly hear. My favorite aspects of like a horse farm.
It's just funny, just like
it's like.
Like when we were almost late to school because there was like a pony or something in the way, and
that happens around here from time to time. Or like cows in the road.
Yeah.
Or one year a tree. One year I was going to school. I don't even think you were in school yet. It was so long ago. We were going, or I was on the bus, and we got stopped because there was a tree in the road. I don't know if someone did it on purpose or if it had fallen. And then some country guy comes out of his house and takes out a chainsaw and starts cutting it up for us and makes it where we can come to school.
Not the problem, these kids and their education. I don't know.
Well, no, the one with the chainsaw is like, I gotta make sure these boys go and get their education. I'm so glad that this Mega Man is not full of these things.
I know we've talked one time about like our teacher or some teachers that I've had that like were way too punishing. But like, what about like some situations we had with like substitute school bus drivers? Like how there was one that was just like that was so lazy that she like, okay, so there's a bus driver. Like, she's been known to be really bad, and for some reason they still hire her and stuff, but, like, they still did, at the time, I should say. And she was, like, I think there was, like, a tree in the way, like a little branch or something in the way, and the teachers, or the substitute driver's like, hold on just a moment, folks.
Frick.
Anyway.
I forgot where all these things are.
So anyway, we're back. But yeah, I remember the bus driver, like I can remember, one time, like there was like a little branch in the way that like they easily got off, but she had everyone get off and get on another bus to go a different way or something like that. Now, we could have misunderstood. We were dumb kids, so we could have misunderstood, and there could have been something else going on. But like, it just kind of looked like laziness. But also, the teacher did have like, or the teacher. I keep calling him teacher. The bus driver. There was like a kid that was that she was just like so many days in a row she would like miss. The bus route, and then every time, oh, I didn't know, you know, she was awful.
I don't remember this.
And then you had some. Well, honestly, she may have been the worst of the bus drivers. I don't remember having too many problems with others. But anyway, we're at the final boss now, with some phases to go through. But you know,
I don't really know why they have the X and the Zero tanks, but. Okay, so this is where you may see me do this a few times because this fight's tough.
It's a tough fight.
First section you want to do with electricity, and the second one you just got to brute strength it. It's tough.
I'm Sigma. I'm Zero. We're gonna fight.
Basically, let's fight. Some pretty sweet music, though. I won't lie.
Oh, we heard this at the beginning. Oh, it's come full circle. I don't know.
I forgot. I don't want to do this fight high damage. I can do all my other fights.
Zero. Oh.
Unfortunately, those are little Sigma viruses you can't just like absorb.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one.
You know you wouldn't lose it.
Yeah, I forgot I actually need to like try with this fight. The other fights, I just take a lot of damage and heal again. It doesn't work that way here. I'm gonna need both of my tanks to fight his second form.
We'll get those tanks to shoot him. Oh.
See, I wish that you could get another superpower like you got in X's 1 and 2, where you could get Hadouken or Soryuken, and you could just basically, you could kill any boss except for the final form of Sigma with, in one hit.
Oh, yeah. You know what's really awesome about getting the Legacy collections of Mega Man and Mega Man X is that all those, if you get them on the PS4 or the Xbox One, the entire game is there, no updates, and there's hardly an install. So basically, those are gonna age a bit better unless the console acts weird about, you know, stuff like that in the future.
Golly, when he does the 2,
yeah,
that one's brutal.
But yeah, so when you have when you want to play, and also Mega Man 11, I can't remember how many updates that one has or if it has any, but it installs like just, you know, well, not quite that fast, but you know, still it installs pretty fast. Because I remember, like, I was trading in my PS4. There's nothing wrong with trading in systems, folks. It's all fine. Just as long as you get a good enough deal. I was, which I got about, like, $200 for my PS4. And they're selling it for $300, so they're still making profit, but they gave me more than half of what they're selling it for. And this is where Sigma's all big and creepy. But yeah, how hard was this fight again? Was this one tough, or was it?
It's not as tough as Mega Man X4. But I've got enough HP where I can justify using my tanks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, I'm bigger than you. Ha ha ha. That make me powerful.
Ah, balls.
Well, I guess it does. But yeah, Mega Man 11, basically, they're trying out a game on there just to see if it works. You know, obviously they need to try something. And Mega Man 11, just like, it installed really fast, and he was able to try it out really quickly to see the store who was working there that day.
Mega Man 11 it's not exactly a huge game. Like, sure, it's gonna be bigger than all the other like Mega Man X and the original games, but it's not that big because, I mean, look at it, it's still semi 2D.
Well, at least they didn't charge like a full price for it. If that were Nintendo owned, it'd be like, well, we're gonna charge the full $60 for this short game that's in 2D.
I will say,
well, you know, side-scrolling.
I was actually pretty impressed with Mega Man 11.
I actually have it. I just haven't played much of it yet.
I haven't finished it yet because it's actually pretty hard. But I thought they did a pretty good job because I was expecting
if you play it on a harder boat, it's gonna be hard.
I expected like they did Mega Man 9 and 10 where they regressed.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, the awful Mega Man 9 and 10.
They were like, yeah, we're just gonna take your Charge Buster away at the beginning. I'm like, what? You've had that since Mega Man 4. Had slides since 3.
Was Mega Man 10 any better than 9, or was it basically just...
They were basically brother and sister games. They were both pretty not good.
I know that Mega Man 10, apparently you can use bass and, or bass, or however you say it.
That I didn't know.
And Proto Man.
I did not know that.
I don't know if you have to unlock them, or if you know, whatever the case is. Unlock. Well, they will forever be on a physical cartridge if anyone wants to give them a try sometime, because they're on Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, and if you get the Xbox One or PS4 versions, then, you know, they're there. It kind of reminds me, well, in a way, because of the hands, it kind of reminds me of that fight in Sonic Advance 2, the not the final fight, but like the final one that all the characters can get to. Which, by the way, Sonic Advance 2. If it wasn't for the Emerald challenges, the way you have to get to them and stuff like that, that might be the best one in my opinion. But in terms of completionist, it's probably one of the worst. It's the worst out of the Advanced trilogy.
Alright, I've committed. This is the one that where I'll try to beat him.
Yeah, see, I'm giving commentary because Andrew's having to really concentrate on this.
Yeah, this is a tough fight.
But yeah, I've talked about this a few times before, but yeah.
So this is actually... It's pretty... Oh, frick, I forgot about these things. I used to remember the order. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I really like that. I really like what Sonic Advance 3 was trying. It wasn't exact. Looking back on it, it really wasn't exactly flawless.
Looks like I'll get him. Let me see.
Yeah. I'm sure people like that. Oh, I'm sure some people like that. You know.
He's done. I mean, like
it was one straight story.
It basically tries to blow himself up along with Zero.
Extra fight. I don't know.
I'd be mad. Because I have no lives, no extra tanks, and I'm mad at a half a bar. Golly. That's a tough fight.
Golly gee.
Villikers. If you play it where Zero is evil, he's even more destroyed here. It's like, there's barely any of him left outside of a piece of an arm and his head. I feel like... okay. That design makes me think of the I forgot what he was called, the sand-based boss.
I like how it looks like
from Mega Man Battle Network 3.
Yeah, I like how it almost matches the top of his head.
I know.
Golly! Look at me, I'm handsome. I don't know. Handsome. Iris.
Yeah, so basically X6 wasn't really supposed to happen, and like that's why there's like a story inconsistency, because X6 is based on like Eurasia crashed but Zero didn't die. It's based on like half of this game's good ending and half of this game's bad ending. But basically it's supposed to be as if Zero, you think there's Iris. You're supposed to think Zero's dead, but he's not. Like
but he is, but he isn't.
It's weird. And then Mega Man X6 branches off into two storylines. It branches off into the better ending where you find Zero, and he... the better ending is if you find Zero, and they're able to kind of stop Sigma and Gate and all those that are involved.
Yeah.
And you get to Mega Man X7. The bad or the not so good ending where you don't find Zero but you still win. The Elf Wars start, and you got that crazy backstory for Mega Man Zero, which is just nothing but depression through all 4 games.
And then you have Mega Man X7, and then Mega Man X8 was alright.
No, I mean it's branching storyline from X6 based on the ending in this one. It either goes, the Elf Wars happen and X is to use his body to contain one of them, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Dr. Weil was actually Dr. Kane, having gotten infected by the Zero virus.
Oh.
I can't remember. I could have that part wrong. There's a whole weird backstory, and I want to find the Mega Man Complete Works that tells all that. That stuff's expensive. I'd like to have it, though. I want to have Complete Works for all the series. The original, X, Zero, Battle Network, even one for Legends, but I don't think there is one for Legends.
Let's see. Dr. Willy, isn't it Wily?
No.
No, they actually misspelled it in Mega Man 7. They call him Dr. Willy.
But they pronounce it Wily?
Well, you know, they don't have talking. It was a Super Nintendo game, but...
Oh, I think it's an X7. Do they really call it Willy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is the end of this is the credits. Like, the game is done.
This game has a lot of it hits you, the emotions of the music is very...
This one has some solid music.
Yeah.
I think next or sometime we'll do the Mega Man Zero games.
I like how they're all like, they all have the white background, but then like the whale is just like, it's just like, I'm way too big for this.
He's too dark for most of it.
It's just like so big.
Big old jaw.
God, and then
right.
you have the what was it, Megabots or whatever?
The Megabots.
Or what are they called? Metabots.
Metabots, man. I don't even watch much of the anime, but I had the games, and those games are freaking
And the toys, of
brutal.
course.
Oh, of course I have the toys. Because, for some reason, they had them at our local Dollar Tree, which was really cool for me. They didn't have all of them. They had a few, and I think KB Toys probably had all the others. Or maybe Kmart or something. I wish I still had a couple of them. Like, I really liked Metabee. I thought his design was really cool.
And there's the Death Star.
And Rokusho, the I think that's how you pronounce it, the gray one with the blue blade. I liked both of those. And then there was another one, I can't remember.
I like how all these are like in caps and then like, and.
And all Capcom staff.
Capcom all staff.
Keiji and Afune.
Wait. They didn't say all Capcom staff. They said Capcom all staff.
Oh, wow, I guess I just corrected that in my head. So, yeah, this is the ending where the canon took care of Eurasia and, you know, things were better. I could have literally just skipped the last 4 bosses until the boss rush, but why would I do that to myself?
You'll be responsible for the euthanasia. Oh boy, and they got enough kids there as it is. That was on that,
Oh, wow, hour and 7 minutes.
Basaw was your rank.
Yeah, Basaw.
Well, yeah, that was in Larry and Steve, that joke I was making. Was Alright, what's left? I don't know.
That's it.
No, you do training mode.
Yeah. You get to go fight the Dragoon guy. Anyway, that's Mega Man X5. It's tough, but it's probably my favorite Mega Man X.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. No.
X4 was really good. I don't know if I'll try to beat that one being recorded because that final battle is a nightmare. It's 4 parts.
It's a Nightmare
Yeah.
Zero.
I think it's 4 parts, or is it 3? It's 3 or 4. The point is, it's freaking brutal.
So anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And Capcom, the 2000 Capcom USA 2011 All Rights